What's up, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. And in today's video, we're talking NBA All-Star, right? We're going to go down the rabbit hole of all of the stuff that you need to know about this NBA All-Star situation currently. And if you all know that, we started talking about this because we're trying to get my dog Melo into there, and then we didn't even think that there was a game. I was just saying, like, the accolade of being an All-Star as a rookie would be dope to have, and now there's an actual game. LeBron is pissed off, other folks is pissed off, the NBA is trying to help people but make money, recoup, all of that stuff. We're going to talk about all of that in this video, and then also we're going to talk about the fact that some folks don't even believe my dog Melo deserved to be an All-Star, which is crazy to me. Let's just get into it.
With my dude, AB the Hero.
What's
well,
up?
we getting it down in the Ball State, baby.
Hey.
AB, way to get out of the lane. How you get out of the lane?
What do you thought about that, Jay?
I like that. Yeah, I told you, he's a hustler for it.
Let's go. I'm out.
Alright, so in this video, we're going to talk about all of that stuff. I'm going to show y'all numbers, facts, all of the things, you know what I mean? All of that stuff. We're going to look at some interviews from LeBron, De'Aaron Fox. We're going to look at some analytics from the Google. Like, we got it all. And tell me, because I feel like some folks challenged me on wanting to get my dog Melo in there. So now I'm like, dang, I got to go deep. Because I feel like folks think that I be just talking here, trying to just talk sometimes, but it's a method to the madness, and I'm pretty objective in a lot of ways. But before we get into it, man, I want to say thank y'all for hitting that sub button, and I thank for the folks who hit the notification bell. I appreciate y'all. It is love and all of that good stuff. As y'all can see, the channel is growing and growing and growing, man. We almost at 9,000 subs. You feel me? And I just appreciate y'all for rocking with the kids. So, like I mentioned, we just were trying to get my dog Melo into the All-Star game. So we had the tweet set up. You go here, you can vote on this pinned tweet here. You can just hit the retweet, or you can go to the link here, and it'll take you there to vote on NBA.com. Every day, you see, I've been getting my votes in, and all you got to do is come there, hit that. So realistically, we've been getting my dog Melo his votes just through our channel here. You feel me? But somehow, some way, he still did not crack the top 10. Also, let me show you this too, because folks already hit me up showing me that they voted on the on what is that, the NBA.com and all that stuff. They tagged me in them or whatnot, so I reshared them over there. But still, despite all of that, your boy Melo did not crack the top 10, which to me, I was shocked and a bit appalled and disappointed and all of that stuff, because I know that the kid Melo is his popularity is just ridiculous and through the roof, right? And this is before I even knew that they were going to have an All-Star game. So now it has been officially like determined that NBA All-Star will be taking place in Atlanta on March 7th, and they will have the All-Star game, no rookie game. So this is even more important now that we gotta get my dog Melo in there. And they'll have the skills competition. I believe that if they have skills competition, he's gonna be there anyway. Now, this is allegedly from the NBA. The reason why this is important, right? And you always want to tie these things to a cause, right? Especially when it's folks' safety and all these precautions you've been taking, having folks wearing masks and socially distancing on the bench, limiting the amount of folks who can be in arenas. So then now when you say we're going to have an actual All-Star game where we're going to take all of our best players, fly them across the country to Atlanta, be in one place together, and hopefully have no transmission of COVID-19. What you're saying is we're doing this though because it's a cause. So what the NBA is doing, they're giving some money for COVID-19 relief, and they're giving some money to HBCUs, right? You know how last year was a lot of social injustice talk and protest. So they want to do the right thing, you feel me? And this makes sense because they had the bubble, so they lost half of the season. They're trying to recruit. This is a shortened season. They know the Olympics is coming, so we can't run the the NBA Finals into the ground. We need what other ways can we get bread? And if you look here, the average cost of a ticket to an All-Star game is says about $1,000 to $2,300, right? Now, if we scroll down here, 2020's All-Star game on the aftermarket, the tickets we're averaging about $4,000. It's a lot of money to be made by having this thing, right? And so the reason why I say this aftermarket ticket is important is because the arenas are going to be condensed. So like everybody and their mama can't get into it, right? Right now, if you want to go to an Atlanta Hawks game, you have to be a season ticket holder already, right? So you got to be a season ticket holder, or you have to buy your tickets from a season ticket holder. So this means that this All-Star game, which is already always a star-studded event, will be an even more exclusive event because we can't let everybody in here. It's only the best of the best. It's Drake, it's Kevin Hart, it's Jay-Z, it's you know what I mean, Jack Nicholson. It's only the top. You're gonna have to break bread if you're getting in here. Obama over there, you feel me? Trump might show up. So this game is gonna make some money. The ticket's not gonna be cheap. To get in there, you're gonna have to spin. So this is why they're doing it. Now, where everything gets thrown off is your boy LeBron James, okay? He already has come out and said, I'm not messing with it. Let's just listen to this clip from LeBron here.
I have zero energy and zero excitement about an All-Star game this year. You know, I don't even understand why we're having an All-Star game. But it's the agreement that the Players Association and the league came about. You know, short off season for myself and my teammates was 71 days. And then coming to the season, you know, we were told that we were not having an All-Star game, so we had a nice little break. You know, 5 days from the 5th through the 10th, you know, an opportunity to calibrate for the second half of the season, my teammates as well, some of the guys in the league, and then they throw an All-Star game on us like this and just breaks that all the way up. So pretty much kind of a slap in the face. And, you know, we're also still dealing with a pandemic. We're still dealing with everything that's been going on. And we're going to bring the whole league into one city that's open. So, you know, obviously, the pandemic has absolutely nothing to do with it at this point when it comes to that weekend. So, obviously, you guys can see I'm not very happy about it, but it's out of my hands. And, you know, I'll be there if I'm selected, but I'll be there physically, but not mentally.
Okay, so first of all, obviously, my man looks perturbed. He looks upset. If you go back and you watch that video, count how many times the man is blinking, right? And we start talking that body language talk, and you look at how many, the whole time he's talking, he's shaking his head no, right? This body language, he's saying, nah, I'm not messing with it. I'm not trying to mess with it at all. Then you get here at the end, right? Where he's going and going and going, and we've seen this face before. I'm pursing my lip face. Where right when he gets to the place where he says, if I'm voted in, I'm gonna go. Let me chill. This is where you get here, right? So you see LeBron, who is the face of the NBA, is perturbed, and he don't want to mess with it, right? Now it has come out too as part of these stipulations is that because of the health concerns and the NBA wants to do the right thing, that they may give players for the first time ever like a chance to say, nah, we're not going. Like if you don't want to go, they're not going to force you to go type of thing. But what I want to address here is that LeBron also talks about Atlanta, okay, and being wide open. And we know how LeBron feel about Atlanta because he just was in Atlanta dealing with this chick and this whole entire situation. And these people were sitting courtside. I went to when Melo and Zoe played the Pelicans Hornets game, and they have like the big row of seats where you can't even get close enough to the court. In Atlanta, they sitting courtside. Talk about wide open, right? So when you think about why you would have it at a place that's wide open, why? It's because you can have NBA sponsored parties, right? So all of these folks here can show up and show out in the party, and you can make the money there. So you're getting the money from the tickets, you're getting the money from the sponsors who sponsoring parties. Atlanta, if you watch them on social media, they already going bananas in Binocho, and they having a good time out there anyway. Now, obviously LeBron is like, I'm not messing with it, right? But and you think like, okay, yeah, but that's LeBron. He done been to 10, 15, 20 all-star games already. Of course not. Then you look at this video here from De'Aaron Fox, a young cat who, and I was, in full disclosure, he's not even in the top 10 of votes or whatnot, but he's just an up-and-comer, somebody who you would expect to be like, you know what, man, it's an all-star, like, I'll go. LeBron don't want to go, shoot, I'll pull up, and let's hear what he has to say about it. And I'm gonna stop at one time just to talk body language stuff as he's talking, but then we'll play the whole thing through.
Hey, De'Aaron, I don't know if you've heard about the plans to possibly bring back the All-Star game this weekend. Does that surprise you at all, because of COVID-19 and all the conditions you guys are dealing with, traveling and everything? And is that something you've thought about personally for yourself?
Right here, right now, for how disgusted that he's about to make it seem like about this thing here, he is excited to talk about this. LeBron, in that video, LeBron was kind of like, oh Lord, I don't got no energy, no nothing. He is ready, and this to me makes me think that he was hoping, I'm praying that somebody asks me about this, because I already know what I'm gonna say, and then he go off here.
Your play has improved, your team's play has improved?
I mean, if I'm gonna be brutally honest, I think it's stupid. You know, if we have to wear masks and do all of this for a regular game, then what's the point of bringing the All-Star game back? But obviously, you know, money makes the world go round, so it is what it is. But I mean, I'm not really worried about it. If I'm voted, so be it. If I'm not,
okay.
Would you play in it?
You know, you get fined if you're supposed to be in it and you're not hurt and you decide not to play. That's a hefty fine. So hell yeah, I would play in it.
Now you see right there towards the end, as he's talking about that, the nerves start kicking in. He started thinking like, hold on, man, maybe this ain't go the way I dreamed it would, man. Let me be quiet or whatnot. And then we stop it here. Where we at again? Let me shut my mouth, man. Let me stop talking before I get myself in trouble or whatnot. And it's funny, right? And like when I was saying, you see that he was leading up to this question, he was super hype about answering it. If you go and watch some of the stuff before this, and like how folks, when they ask him questions and him just listening.
But in the third quarter, you guys looked like you were a little off kilter, and the game was.
Yeah, you don't see the same like excitement about I'm hyped to be here right now.
Slipping away.
He is looking disturbed and like perturbed and don't feel like answering questions. They start asking him about the one thing he don't want to do no matter what and don't understand, and he is extremely excited about it. So that's just something to look at there. All right. Now. You have guys right now, your superstar of your league is telling you that he don't want to play in this all-star game, right? And you have guys who are fringe, maybe Mike could get in on like coaches to be coming off the bench who is saying like, I don't want to play. So now when I'm telling you get my dog Melo in there, because if LeBron ain't there and now it's a high ticket event, you're going to try to charge a lot of money to get there. People want to see superstars. My dog Melo will put butts in the seats. De'Aaron Fox put butts in the seats. But who is people coming to see first? LaMelo, or are you going to see De'Aaron Fox? So now when I be telling y'all folks, it makes sense for my dog Melo to get in there. Now you'll see. I bet you the next time the numbers come out, it look different. Now that folks can have the opportunity to not play, watch the numbers look different. All of a sudden, miraculously, everybody and their mama done showed up from my dog Melo. Watch what I'm telling you. Now, I will go here for y'all. Now this is the part here. We on the website, it's Google Trends, okay? And here with Google Trends, what they'll do is you could type in the topic and they'll show you like the kind of what's the search interest on these topics over the last whatever duration of time. I have it here for the past 7 days. NBA All-Star for the past 7 days. You seen it's starting to rock, right? A couple days ago, whoop, not too much, and then now in the past day or so, as the All-Star game is was being announced, you see like a lot of the search interest is going up. Now with this graph here, just to give you a quick breakdown, is like there's a scale here, right? It's percentage of 100. So this is not the total searches, but this is the search interest. So what this does, no matter what duration of time that you put through here, like it will adjust. And so the highest it can be is the peak interest that people ever had is at 100, and then they will average everything out from there. So just a couple days ago is where we seen the peak interest. And let me see, shit, is the data? So yesterday, right? Fan votes and all of that stuff. The announcement that there's actually going to be a game. That's where your peak interest happened at over the past 7 days. Now, if we scroll down here and folks tell me, AB, bruh, Melo ain't even, somebody tried to tell me his followers, is half of them is fake. Okay, so we go down here. What they show you here is in this section over here to the left. Let me try to highlight something so you can see it. Okay, so right here it says related topics. So when people search the All-Star game, this is showing you the rising topics as they become more and more popular with the information that people want to know. So they announced, yo, this All-Star game is happening in Atlanta. Folks want to know, man, where can I buy tickets? Where can I buy tickets? De'Aaron Fox just had that statement. People want to hear that. You see here and you think, why is Andrew Wiggins and Klay Thompson in the top 5 of related topics? It's because people on the internet is like, damn, Andrew Wiggins finally first overall pick. After all of these years, you done went to Golden State and now you becoming somebody. Go search it up. This is what people are talking about. Klay Thompson, why are you number 5? Because people are like, how is Klay Thompson getting voted to an All-Star game and he ain't played a game or won't play at all this season? Ain't even played last year. People are upset about that. Now you go here, standings, all of that stuff, rankings, woo woo woo. Atlanta Hawks, because it's in Atlanta. You go here, you see, and this is what I was trying to tell y'all. Number 9 in the last 7 days, when people talk about All-Star, what are they thinking about? LaMelo Ball. So now when I'm telling you that the numbers look crazy and I don't know how he not in the top 10 and you calling me crazy, this is what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's related queries, you know what I'm saying? So stuff that other folks, you know what I mean, talking about and all that. So it's the same stuff. Tickets, you know what I mean, All-Star weekend, a lot of ticket talk, right? So what I will say is that this actually, Google Trends is a great tool for you to use if you're trying to make content and tell news and all that stuff. I pulled up this here as well. This here is a comparison chart between, let's say, LaMelo Ball and 4 other NBA players, some of the most popular guys. It's also a 7-day chart. So when I'm talking to you about interest and why folks, I'm like, yo, it's crazy that LaMelo is not in the top 10 votes, is because of this type of information here. This blue bar graph is LaMelo's graph. This is Bradley Beal's graph. This is James Harden's graph. This is Jaylen Brown, and this is Zach LaVine. I picked these guys because if you go back here to the top Eastern Conference guards, you see Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine. I skipped Kyrie Irving. Not gonna tell you why. For 2 reasons. One, I didn't add him to this because Kyrie already know he ain't going. We already know he ain't messing with no All-Star game, so he ain't showing up. You can vote him in and all that stuff, it'll be cool, but Kyrie not showing up. And 2, his numbers are skewed over the last month or so because he was out for all of that time. So people was talking Kyrie like, yo, what are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Heavy duty because of that stuff. So realistically, he not gonna play, and Kyrie is somebody who is like, he's a super duper star. So if there's gonna be 2 spots, it should be LaMelo, Kyrie, you know what I mean, or James Harden potentially. But I kept James because I wanted to really show some stuff here. So now here's where we at. We looking at over the last 7 days, and now this is the same thing I told you. This is search interest, and so it all changes depending on what information that you put in. The peak is 100, so whoever had the highest search interest, they are going to get the peak at 100, and then it's going to average everybody else based off what is the highest. Okay, so that's like if I got a 10 and you got an 8, you know what I'm saying, let's say let's say, for instance, let me give you a quick example. Let's say 10 people search my name, okay? Then I'm the 8 people search your name, you know what I'm saying? So basically, my 8 is, y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. It's not the amount of searches, it's the interest, right? So this is a like aggregated data, you know what I'm saying, that I'm showing to you here. So at this time here, which is on the 1st, I believe if you go back to the 1st, that is probably the night where LaMelo dominated the Bucks, and was in the headlines heavy duty hard that time, right? And as you can see, throughout the last 7 days, the search interest from the world, this is the, oh no, I'm sorry, we just in the United States at this point. The search interest from the United States, we could switch it to the world if we wanted to. We just go right up here and change this to world. So the search interest in the United States for LaMelo Ball, according to Google's web search. So this is that he is much more people are talking about him. Here you got James Harden had a spike and overtook LaMelo. He kind of dived down here, and so you see on game nights where Melo plays, the search interest goes up through the roof for him. All of this stuff here. So I could break this down a little bit more, but I don't want to take y'all too deep through the rabbit hole. But I show you this to say that when you start talking about LaMelo Ball and the popularity that he has, here is more information and data, because I know that I talked before about social networks, and folks told me the social networks don't even count because half your subs is half your followers is faking all of that stuff. This is nothing to do with social networks. This is the average human being. This isn't even audience or demographic or nothing. This is just how many people have interest in your boy LaMelo Ball, and it outweighs over the last 7 days most of these guys here. Now if you go over a longer period of time, which we could do, we could say let's say the last 12 months, and you'll see it'll look different, right? You think here James Harden, bam, James Harden is huge over here, over everybody, right? His peak is higher than everybody. And let's see, this is a couple days ago. I bet you this is around the time, yes, so whenever he left Houston and went to Brooklyn, his stuff exploded, and that's why the search interest is high for him there. You go here, the draft, you see it's neck and neck throughout the last year. Melo wasn't playing, James was in the playoffs, the whole vibe. So this is what this is. This is information that is different than just social data or whatnot, but this is just me trying to take y'all down the rabbit hole of how I be thinking about things at time, and open the door for you to just, you know what I'm saying, peruse a little bit and just let the objectivity flow over you. But it's your main man, AB the Hero. I'm getting out of here. Peace.
No, not peace. +1, triple B's. We out.